And I'm just enjoying my day. I feel a lot better today. Still a little under the weather, but not the same. Um, my girlfriend had a 50th wedding anniversary, and Saturday I didn't go to it. Too many people, but she came by the house to see me, and so I'm so sore. I said, "Yeah," because when Earth, Wind, and Fire came on, you kicked up your legs and danced. Well, you've been married for 50 years. I think that warrants it. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I'm doing fine, other than, with the headache's gone, so that's good. And my daughter's sick too. So anyway, I'm gonna start putting things out for the month of what I'm gonna do. I took down the candle making and I'm just gonna put it back up again. I've got a lot to do, so but I will do it. You know, um, and I think LA is getting bombarded with a lot of rain and stuff. I'm eating watermelon, if that's what you want to know what I'm eating. Yeah, I didn't go. My husband went to go do the food pickup, my husband and my granddaughter, so we could give it out to the people and stuff like that. So he just looked at me and said, "No, you can stay home today. I can go argue with him." So anyway, how is everybody doing? Let me go look at the food. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Let me go look at the food. What's up, Mobs? Right back. Mm. So it's a one-pot meal. It's rice and hey, Tiffany. Tiffany, how's the weather over there? Is it still raining? I've been looking at it every day, praying for you all. That's a mess. Yeah, I'm okay, Mobs. Mm-mm-mm. Boy, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And like I was looking at on the news, the streets are flooded and cars are flooded, and it's terrible. Be careful, Tiffany. Be careful, because it was saying too that there's a lot of flash flooding going on and stuff like that. Um, I don't know. It's horrible. So I'm sure it has, Tiffany. Because like I said, be careful going and coming to work and all the going, and coming from work and everything like that. Um, because they're also saying there's like flash rain or something like that. And somewhere in California today, I think they had a tornado. Something like that, I heard. I'm like, oh God. It's just all around crazy. The whole world has just gone mad. So, Mom, there's some playing basketball or anything today? Yeah, it is. It's just completely crazy. And it's like they're evacuating people and everything like that. It's just awful. And kind of don't know what to do, you know? It's hard to stay away from it because it seems to be like going progressing and I don't know. But I'm glad. Happy birthday, by the way, Tiffany. So you're 16, right? 17? Mm. I keep joking for some reason. I said one day, my friend and I were talking. And she said, what would you do if you woke up and you were 16? I said, well, be perfectly honest with you. Some certain things I would change. I would. Because things were pretty good with my mom. You know, had a few hit and misses here and there, but my other died when I was young, so she pretty much took care. She took care of me. I didn't want for anything or anything like that, so I had a pretty good life. I don't know why I'm choking, but it happens. But if I had to do all over again, I would definitely become a chef. I know people say, "Well, you can go now." I'm no. Mm-mm. I'll take some cooking classes, and I have, but I'm retired. So, and I like being retired actually. I didn't think I would, but I got used to it, and I like it. I do work for myself and things like that. I do reviews and things like that, but for the most part, I'm here. And I like being in my house, and I like right now, I'm redoing my living room and giving things to Goodwill and to some friends and stuff like that. I'm minimizing my house. You know, the art room I'll never miss, but it's an art room, so but it is what it is. I just really like being in my house, and I think, I guess the stroke has taught me how to entertain myself. I've always known how to entertain myself, but really entertain myself. I don't worry about much um, unless we go to the store or I go to the doctor's, because my friends pretty much they're over this way, except for my one friend. She comes from the other side of Delaware to stay with me and stuff like that. Her and her husband, but I don't mind. But I do know that if I was sick again, I would do some things differently for sure. You know, but I doubt that's going to happen. So we'll see. I'll try this again and see if I choke. So yeah, I think everybody would. Even I think everybody who might have that chance again would do some things differently. I mean, for the most part, I've never been in trouble. I didn't give my mother a hard time. She was worse than my father. Okay, so my mother could throw a slipper at you and throw it around the corner and hit you in the head with it. So, I just really did what I was supposed to do. I didn't give her a hard time because I was scared of that slipper. So, anyhow, I mean, you just do what you got to do. You don't, well, when I was growing up, you did not, to hear some of these kids and the way that they talk to their parents, oh my, I'd have got my lips slapped off. I'd have been walking around with no lips. Hey, ray of sunshine. Yeah, you know about the slippers. I'd have been walking around with no lips. I mean, I probably would have looked like the. I, mm, you've always heard that word. I brought you in this world. I'll take you out. She meant it. She would not play. And I tried her a few times, and one of my brothers said, "You know what?" He said, "I don't even know." He said, "You got to be nuts to even try mom like that." And she was a little bit of thing. You know what I mean? So who knew? I mean, and one of these days I'm gonna go back to start telling about becoming people. One of these days I'm going to tell the story about how she would show up at certain places that I was not supposed to be at. And I would wonder how, I know now, mother wit, but mm, she knew. She knew. So because of that, there were no calls from the teacher. Well, let me backtrack. There was one call from the teacher. There was no calls anymore. My mother had a way of punishing you that would be clearly, if I was a kid now, she would probably go to jail for. I mean, she didn't beat me. Well, I want to say she didn't beat me. She gave me my spankings, okay? But for the most part, She would just completely, she didn't take food away from me or anything like that, but she would punish me in some really cruel and unusual punishment. Cruel and unusual punishment. But those are stories for another time. And then when I tell you these stories, you'll be rolling, you'll be laughing at me. Because my husband and I were talking about it one day, and he likes one particular story, and every time I tell him, and he laughs. Oh my God. Because his mother and father were the same way that my mother and father were. They didn't take no prisoners. And I think my mother was 5 feet, 5 feet tall. Okay. And until she got sick, and then as she took the medication, she began to bloat up. But before that, she weighed nothing. Ate everything and weighed nothing. Well, I didn't. When I was younger, I ate. Had a pretty good appetite. I mean, I have a decent appetite now, but I mean, I could eat. I could eat ice cream, but I danced and stuff like that. So I didn't gain any weight. But after the first bit, it was on like Donkey Kong. It was on. I'm telling you. It's like, oh, so I had to be careful what I ate. So Ray, what's up? What you been doing? Have you been good? How you feeling? Because I know you weren't feeling good there, New Year's and stuff like that, and Christmas. Christmas came and went. And I don't even think I was really in the room. I mean, it went by really fast. It was like it took forever to get here. At least, yeah, yeah. It took forever to get here, at least to the kids. It took forever to get here. But then once it got here, it was like, here today, gone tomorrow. It was like, I looked around and it was completely gone. Yeah, I am too. And the thing is, okay, it got over quick. I mean, I know it's always kind of quick when it's a holiday and stuff like that and whatever, but that got over real fast. Real fast. I just looked around. I'm like, it's gone. You know, and for the most part, other than my loss and stuff like that, it was really nice. The girls and I had a good time. But hey, guess we got to wait till next year. Some said it's over too. Maybe that was it too. You know what I mean? Maybe that was it. I don't know. But I'm just really completely sad that it was over. And I called myself trying to stay up for New Year's. Okay. My husband and I bought a bottle of non-alcoholic rosé, and got our little glasses together and stuff like that. We didn't say Happy New Year to everybody till the next morning. He went in one room, I went in the other. He said, I'll be down in a little while. I said, okay. And I'm sitting up in the house knitting, which I'm getting ready to do now while I'm waiting for dinner to cook. And then I'm gonna wash the dishes. I'm gonna have a little bit, and I'm going to bed. And I went to sleep, and nobody, because usually some of the kids call me at 12 o'clock. Nobody called me. This is my new scarf I'm knitting. But by the way, we'll start next Tuesday with the knitting again. So everybody, get your knitting needles. Get ready. And then I'm going to have some tutorials on, I think, my Patreon as well. It doesn't occur to you, but I mean, for the rest of the people that want to learn. But he when he got up the next morning, um, hey, Gloria, how you doing? Gloria, I will send you at the end of the month. I'll be able to do it. I just am trying to clean up some little bills and stuff like that. Nothing from Christmas. but just, we're trying to get some stuff done in the house. So, but I will send you a payment so you can hold it. I don't even I don't even have a color preference. I'll let you pick out the color for me, Gloria. Okay? And whatnot. But I will send you the money. I'm just like I'm I'm kind of like, on a slow pace here. But I'm knitting right now. I made another scarf to go around my neck. And I had all this, and it's kind of thin, but this yarn, I think it's like a two maybe or a three. But I got these bags of yarn with multiple colors in it, So I'm looking at it and I said, you know what, I'm going to make a scarf for it. So I'm doing the color blocking. I call it color blocking anyway. So, but they're various colors. So I've got into green. I'm going into yellow and then orange. And I'll finish with some, I don't know, they're not pinks. They're like more like fuchsia and everything. And then I'm going to put some embellishment on it. And then it's going to be, yeah, I'm trying to use up, see, I'm not like all you all. And I listen to, I love her. I do. And I love all you all in the knitting and the crochet thing. But when you got like 3 or 4 whips going on, I got 2 whips. Okay. My other money scarf is finished. Okay. All I have to do with that scarf is just put on the other edging of it. Okay. And I'll do that probably tomorrow and I'll be finished with it. And I have my husband's blankets, which I'm doing little by little and stuff like that. However, I can only do one thing at a time. I can't. I tried it. It ain't working. So, you know, I wish I could. But I just can do one whip at a time. And the thing is, I didn't even know about whips until I started joining the knitting community and stuff like that. Learn something new every day. Do you know something about what is it, the healing blanket, something that everybody's doing, by the way? Either you or maybe Mom knows too. Are you gonna come into the and join us, Ray and Tiffany? Are you gonna come and join us? Because it'll be good for you. You'll relax a little bit. Let me get up and check on this food too, by the way. I'm gonna have a little knitting group on Tuesday again. I had it for a good while and then I stopped for a few weeks. I had to get myself my first Christmas without my son, and it was rough. And the thing is, everybody knew it, so everybody was coming over to the house. Yeah, it's going to be Tuesday, the usual time on Tuesday. And if you want to get knit needles, unless you already know how to knit, just go to the dollar store and pick up a pair of cheap needles. I think in a size either a 9 or a 10. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh, it's almost done. Yeah, and we're doing it. I'm going to do it on Tuesday night from about 7:30 to about 9. So, and it's nice because we can talk and have coffee, and people can come on the live, and just, just, and I'm a basic knitter. I mean, I know a lot. I'm a basic knitter now. I wasn't always, but I don't, I don't do a lot of fancy knitting anymore. And for me, I mean, I know like knit purl, I know other stitches and stuff like that that I'll teach you how to do and stuff. But you can also go on YouTube because they have some good teachers as well. You know, the reason why I basic knit is because sometimes I have brain freezes and I have to mark down everything. And that's like this is all knit. This right here is just all. I didn't even purl this one, so and I'm liking the way it's coming out. And I'll put some things on it. I think I'm gonna put some ribbon in this. I have one, excuse me, that I did with ribbon and everything. They came out really, really good. And somebody asked me, "Where'd you get that from?" And I said, "I made it." Oh, how much did you charge to make it? I said, "I don't knit for other people. I don't. I wish I did it because of the stroke. What it did was it makes me go really slow. So I don't have, you know, although my daughter seems to think, you knit fast. And I said, no, not like I used to. But I made all of my grandchildren blankets. So, and so just pick yourself up. Let me see. Yeah, these are 11s actually. Get yourself some yarn out the dollar store and just start with that. Now, the yarn in the dollar store is different than if you go into Michael's, okay? So you have to buy like maybe 4 or 5 of them because there's small ones. But if you go into Michael's, you have a Hobby Lobby out there, though, right, in California? And I know one thing, if they don't open up this Hobby Lobby, okay, they were supposed to open up Christmas, and then all of a sudden they changed it, okay? So it's not open. And I'm like, come on, man. So they better open it up before Easter. I really think before Valentine's Day. And every time I go over, because Aldi's is over there, it's like they're hammering real slow. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it at all. But I know one thing, they better open it up. Yeah. Well, Michael's has good sales and stuff like that. And then they give you like sometimes 20% off, sometimes 40% off. So I would say we're going to start with a Lenny scarf. And actually, you can do it. You don't have to, you can do it in multiple colors if you want. And I'm going to put put it up in a couple of days and then put it on my community page as well so that everybody will know that I'm doing it. Because I've got to keep busy because now it's almost February. And my birthday is in March. So some of the ladies from the church and one of my friends decided you have to have a birthday party. So I said, okay, I want a tea party. Everybody looked at me and said, a tea party? All that china I have in there with my mother's? So I said, I want a tea party. So we're only having a few people over to the house, but then I'm gonna have a YouTube party as well. I was supposed to have one last year, but you know what happened. So I just didn't even go near it. But I'm going to have a party. But I would tell you, don't get any fancy yarn until you actually get into it again, because we're going to make a scarf. We're going to make a hat. We're going to make some mittens, and I think I'm gonna fool around because I've never made them before. I've made mittens and gloves, but I've never made those half ones. So I think I'm gonna fool around with that and try that and see how that goes before I, you know. But then I have a sweater. I'll try to get the picture. I saw this woman do it. It's a knitted sweater, but it is so cute, and it has like that little eyelash yarn on there. The little furry type of thing. I want that. I want that. I think that's the next thing I'm going to make. I mean, we'll have the Lenny scarf, and we'll be doing that. But I'm going to make that, and of course, my husband's blanket. That's going to take a minute though, because he already has one, but he wanted a real heavy one. So I said, okay, why not? So I made all of the, like I said, my granddaughters last year. That was my goal, to make every one of them a blanket. So now that they have it,
I took a quick shower here.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
That was my granddaughter. I'm going to, like I said, box this in and fix it so that I can wear it outside. It hasn't been that cold, but when I go to the doctors and stuff like that, and when I shopping, we go shopping like, he did some things today for me, but we go shopping like every 2 weeks. So, and I have to go out and actually do something. I have to let me tell you what I did. So I buy a television for my room, and I take the other television down and stuff like that, whatever. Um, so anyway, I can't find the receipt. I went to get it. I just bought it about a week and a half ago. Okay, I can't find the receipt, so I got to go to the bank tomorrow. The bank is right up the street, by the way. In this little town, we have a bank, so the bank is up the street. So I'm going to go and ask them to give me a copy of it so I can mail it in, so that I can get get my thing and stuff. Because you can't insure anything anymore unless you have the receipt. To and I guess I should have bought it from Amazon, but I didn't. I actually went into Walmart and bought it. I think that's why I lost the receipt. But then I usually do my things on yeah, I can't even think of the name. Okay, 1 minute. Fetch. And it's there, but so I did. I had it. I don't, and I thought I put it underneath my dressing table mirror, but it isn't underneath there, so I don't know what happened to it. But I'll tell you, as soon as I do all that tomorrow, I'll find it. Watch. I'm going to go look at this food again because it should be ready. I'm cooking tonight, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. You know how that goes. Well, the thing is, I can get it because it was on my credit card, so I can go to the bank and get it. But and thank God that the bank is right here. But it's a pain. And I mean, my grocery store and stuff like that, because they also send me one by email as well, right? But I'm like, how the hell do you do something like that? Yeah, yeah. But my insurance is paid for. I just have to register it. So I got to go to the bank tomorrow. Let's see about this food. Yep. That is what it looks like. It's in a smaller boat because it's just me and my husband. My granddaughter might be here. And my granddaughter's here now. Is it you? I just made some jag. You know, the rice and beans that you had over your mother's house that you all ate?
A long time ago?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's got some rice and beans and some chicken and everything. If you,
oh, okay. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast.
You're too young for all that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean, too. I'll be right back. Play nicely with one another. Ray, you keep everybody in line. I'll be right back. I don't think that Jasmine's gonna make it tonight.
Oh, she's not coming?
I don't think so. She went to when I talked to her, she said just come home from work, so she's gonna take a nap.
Yeah, probably not then. Especially raining.
When it's raining, it's just a turkey. Gonna have to go in there and take the fish and put it in a plastic bag, whatever. So I'm gonna give you some fish to take home to your mom.
I bag of fish home. I don't know if she wants more. Because like we have only so much in our freezer.
Yeah.
Unless you keep it here when she's done, bring that one.
Oh, you did take it. You got a box of food? Oh, okay. I didn't ask her, but okay, good.
I usually call her just in case.
Yeah. You want some chicken now?
I'll get it in a minute.
Okay.
Upstairs?
Huh?
It is upstairs?
Yeah, she's upstairs just taking a shower.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. What happened?
My drink.
Your drink?
Yeah.
You didn't have the tea I made?
No.
You gonna taste that tea?
I was about to say I finished this green tea mango from Wawa, and then I poured some tea in this bottle, so that's what it is. It's delicious.
The mango tea?
Mm-hmm.
That is actually I'll tell you everybody. I got this tea, this Japanese mango tea, and then I got jasmine tea. I got oolong tea. I tried to get the raspberry, but I couldn't because when I review whoever bids on. So this is it. So I'm gonna eat and talk to you all. Then I'm gonna go I took my shower already. I'm ready for bed. I'm gonna go upstairs and let it watch the television, watch me or whatever. I have had a long day. But you can probably, like I was saying, Ray, you can probably get the receipt from the bank. It's just a pain getting it. And you could probably also get it from the store you got it from because they keep an account of it. And I didn't realize that, but they take too long. So I'm going to my bank. Excuse me. I have to, before I put my salt, I'm going to taste it because it might be salted just enough. Because I don't salt my food, but I do salt it. But I would try to do that because that's a shame when it's a rebate. I don't use salt. That's good. Well, there were some things I couldn't, but there's some things to cook. One thing I know for sure, rice and beans is my jam. So I'm thinking about I'm thinking about making some jelly. So if you want me to come on and show everybody how to do that, I'd be glad to. Because I've got 11. Let me see what I did. So you ever get into bed and you want sweet, but you haven't baked anything? I have some cranberries in there. I'm gonna make some cranberry muffins. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll probably come on and do it. But so I have some blackberries in there. Mixed up the blackberries and took some whipped cream and put it on there, and that's what I had. Yeah. Get some vitamin C. First of all, get some apple cider vinegar and have them drink about this much of it with water, with warm water every morning. Get some vitamin C, get some elderberry, and get some vitamin B, and that will start to make them feel a lot better. Yeah, that'll keep the house from getting sick. It is too much starch. I've only had one thing from Chick-fil-A. Now I am about once a month I have McDonald's McNuggets. But I don't do many things. Every now and then I do Popeye's chicken. I haven't been to Popeye's chicken in a while, at least a good 6 months. But once every 6 months, I get some Popeye or something like that. More and more. Yeah. Yeah, the ACV is good. It's also good for you when you have a sore throat and stuff like that. The more and more I hear things, especially, I'll tell you when I really got really serious about a year before COVID. And then because I'm home too, you got to understand that. Even though I work from home, I mean, I do my work at my own pace, but I really got really about a year, maybe 2 years before COVID happened. I really started getting, really like, cooking more and everything like that because I've always cooked from scratch. I grew up elsewhere. Everything was made from scratch. You know, the cereals and stuff, you can go down the aisle now and the cereal aisle goes all the way down. When I was coming up, there might have been like 6 cereals on the shelf, maybe 7. You know what I mean? And I can tell you, Wheaties, Cheerio, grape nut flakes and grape nuts, shredded wheat. I can't think of the other ones, but there wasn't all these sugared cereals and everything. It was meat, and there was milk, and there were plenty of vegetables. Okay. We used to have a place that we used to go to called the Haymarket, which is like a farmer's market. And my mother would buy her vegetables and stuff like that. My mother would can, and I loved actually hanging around with the old ladies. So I learned a lot of stuff from them. I mean, we I don't understand, and yeah, really the Chick-fil-A and stuff like that, they can say how nice it is and everything like that, but it's still a lot of artificial food. And I do. I make a one pot meal. Yeah, you go down a whole aisle of. Next time I go shopping, I'll try to remember to take pictures of it as I go. A whole aisle of cereal. And like I said, my mother made everything because her dad and her mom came from the country. So they had to. They didn't have stores on the corner. We did, but even the stores and stuff like that, everything was fresh. Few cans and stuff like that. I mean, canned peas, canned corn, canned string beans, with both French string beans and plain string beans. There were no canned potatoes or anything like that. Nothing like that. And it's good to have those, okay, just in case you're, running late or something like that, and you're trying to fix something for your family. Um, I'm going to go back to doing the dollar store, challenge where we cook everything from the dollar store. However, even the stuff that I buy from the dollar store, I read it so it isn't inundated with a whole bunch of foolishness. because it's basic. And one of the things that I learned, especially when my son and my daughter were alive, I did everything from scratch. And my daughter got away from it for a minute, but then she does everything from scratch now. But my son, he did everything, made his cakes, everything. So that's why I said it was very difficult for me Christmas time because that was my first Christmas without him. And we would be on the phone about a week before Christmas, even though he wasn't here, planning dinners and stuff like that, whatever. Well, I'm going to have this. Well, I'm going to have that. Well, how do you do that? Everything. And he would always, I think he just called the heck of it to ask what the eggnog my mother had, because I know he had to know it. But I'm just telling you, it's just crazy the way, and these parents have these kids at McDonald's and Burger King all the time. It's crazy. Get him a little hand mixer, just a little hand mixer first, and then when he gets into it, get him a mixer. When you should have got it was Christmas time, they had a lot of sales. But see, I had a KitchenAid, but it was too heavy for me to carry. So I gave it to my granddaughter, and her husband had it. But I got a lighter hand mix. I have hand mixes, but then I got a lighter mixer. I don't use it, but my husband uses it. So, but get him into it. Since he's interested, get him into, let's try this and look at some books. And like I said, that dollar store, I told you that dollar store has some daggone good cookbooks in it. Good cookbooks. Yeah. And just get him into if he likes because he probably needs, and the thing is, and that's what I don't really make cakes. Reason being, my cake looks like a Wookiee. But I'm going to start because I'm taking baking time. Because I want to learn how to bake. I want to, but what I see myself as actually selling cookies out of the house. And I make a good cookie. Okay. But I want to perfect it. I want to be able to just not make a plain cookie, but I want to, I think I watch too many cooking channels, but that's what I want to do. But he might actually just like it. And it's something that you all can do together. But yeah, this is going to be, I guarantee you, a very hard winter for everybody, because even though it started out cold here, and it doesn't get that cold here. Okay, it started out, I think maybe a week before Christmas or so, or 2 weeks before Christmas. I've been being like 18 like that. We don't get that kind. We might get one day when it might go to like 20, but I mean all the way down south. And I'm from New England, so I know New England weather. I'm like, I might as well just stay there. But I'm telling you, this, and it's already, because California's getting rains. Yeah, California is getting rains and stuff like that. It's going to be a cold, So yeah, I mean, yeah, do it with his break and stuff like that, because those are things he'll remember. Like I said, Christmas came and went so fast. Dad gone. I think it was coming down. I'm telling you. I like cooking anyways. It doesn't bother me. Maybe it did. I know that there's, I think that they had a tornado there or something because it was on the news. And then, you know, yesterday, I don't know whether they're in the air or not now, but yes, hey, TC, everything's done. Okay. But I think that they shut down all the airlines, all of the airlines across the board. What? I'm talking. Hello? So you want me to just wait until tomorrow? I'm gonna put everything in the refrigerator. What? No. Goodbye. Bye-bye. No, why are you sorry? You got up from work. I'll be here tomorrow. All right, bye-bye, honey. Apparently the computers weren't working. That's what I was telling them.
They're offering low fares and I'm trying to go on trips. I'm about to go book these tickets now.
Well, they can't do anything because
they said they're offering stuff when it's done.
It's still off because I'm
I don't know. I'm about to look it up and book these daggone things out. $49 for a trip.
You can't book anything. You can't
get done.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm telling you, it's a madhouse out there. It is so scary until it's unbelievable. So anyway, I am going to get ready to get off, finish eating, clean up my kitchen. I've already taken my shower. I have a few dishes to wash, and I'm gonna get ready to go to bed and sit down and watch television until it watches me or knit or whatever. So I love you. Take care. God bless. Stay safe. Hold your families close. And I'll probably be back on tomorrow with something. Who knows? I love you. Bye-bye. Bye, Ray. Bye, everybody.